You know that feeling when you're about to walk out the door and you check your bag one more time. Then again, other people leave the house with just their phone and keys. But for you, preparation isn't a habit. It's a quiet necessity. Most people would call this anxious. But those comments miss something important. Overpreparing isn't about being high-strung. It's about having learned somewhere along the way that being unprepared is not safe. Let me describe what this actually looks like. 1. You pack things you probably won't need. A second jacket, a power bank, snacks. You tell yourself it's just in case, but you're not packing for the situation. You're packing for the feeling of being caught without something, and that feeling for you is unbearable. 2. You arrive early to everything, sometimes embarrassingly early. The thought of being late feels like more than an inconvenience. It feels like a moral failure. So you build in extra time, then more extra time. Being early feels safe. Being on time feels like cutting it too close. 3. You make backup plans for your backup plans. If one route is closed, you already know 2 others. If the printer fails, you have a copy on a USB drive and in your email. Your mind doesn't just prepare for the expected, it prepares for the unexpected and then for what comes after that. 4. You check and recheck the same details multiple times. Did you lock the door? You check again. Did you send that email? You open your sent folder and look. You don't do this because you think you made a mistake. You do it because the uncertainty of maybe is worse than the effort of checking again. There's a pattern here. Your mind has a very hard time not knowing what's going to happen next. So it tries to control what it can. Packing extra items, arriving early, making backups. These small actions trick your nervous system into feeling like you have some power over a future you cannot actually predict. For most people, this starts young. Maybe you grew up in a household where things were unpredictable, a parent who canceled plans last minute, a home where small mistakes led to big reactions. In those settings, overpreparing wasn't excessive. It was smart. It protected you. And that strategy worked, so you kept it. Now, as an adult, you still live by the same rule. If I prepare enough, nothing bad will happen. Here's the quieter truth. Over-preparing comes with a cost. You carry more than just extra items. You carry the weight of always anticipating disaster. Your mind is constantly scanning for what could go wrong, even in perfectly safe situations. A casual meeting, a short trip, a simple dinner with friends. Behind the calm exterior, your mind is running scenarios. This isn't a flaw, it's a trade-off. You traded spontaneity for safety. You traded ease for control. And given what you've experienced, that was a completely reasonable exchange. People who over-prepare aren't broken. They're often the ones who keep things running, who have the first aid kit, who remember the reservation time, who make others feel safe because they've already thought of everything. That's a gift. It just also happens to be exhausting. If this feels familiar, you're not alone. You're just someone whose nervous system learned early that the world is unpredictable, and you adapted the best way you knew how. If this quiet recognition stayed with you, there's another layer worth understanding. Something about why certain kinds of uncertainty feel fine, while others send you into complete preparation mode. That distinction might tell you more about your own past than you expect.